Well, I shouldn't have played that little announcer with the dude in the room with me, Kevin Crimmins. How you doing, dude?
Why did that go out?
Well, yeah. Well, yes, it did.
Michael Devine. I was kind of doing it in that Appalachian dude's voice.
Appalachian dude.
You know that
That's
guy. He's talking, but he reads the news sometimes.
He does.
The national and the local news.
You know, I was telling him in the last half hour how well he doesn't say it. He only says it on the air when the story is necessary. But he says sex better than anybody. You and I, we just say sex, But
yeah.
He goes sex.
Well, it's just instantly dirty Southern old man.
It just sounds
Southern dirty old man.
Sounds better.
You see that dude on the plantation, saying that.
Yeah.
But if he was a DJ, he would play both kinds of music, country and western.
I don't think he likes country western.
Really?
He's a
we should sing it.
He's young enough to be our son. Easy.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's only 38. He's probably into hip hop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He hasn't even knocked the dust off.
No. Kevin Crimmins is our guest, and I've been on Kevin's podcast a couple of times, showing a little dude love, and he's been over here off and on over the years, of course. Every now and then, you can't get him on here very often because, well, the dude is just too damn busy. So there.
That's right.
But anyway, we're lucky enough to get him here today. When did you do your last podcast, by the way?
Well, I forget the date. A month or so ago.
Who was your guest?
Zach Newsom.
Oh, Zach was
the last. Yeah. Then for the summer, took the summer off. I think thought we should get back out and get at it.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'll be your guest anytime, Kev.
Love the one you're with.
Love the one you're with. See, we don't have to watch our language on the podcast.
I know.
You don't watch it anyway. But.
Well, I do, because I don't like to be a filthy mouth. But sometimes when you talk like this, you talk about sex, it all sounds a little bit better.
See, you still don't have a right to say it.
I know. Oh, I don't. I can't do that. Do British or
to show us again what a bunch of power crazed evil people the left is, even in the state of Iowa. We had a representative, John Landon, who represented District 37, which is down by Ankeny. He died, and we haven't even had the funeral yet.
What did he die from?
I don't know.
Who was he? He was a
state representative,
a state rep for the District 37,
which is Ankeny.
But was he Republican, Democrat?
He was a Republican and a solid conservative vote. Well, a man's not even in the ground yet, and a Democrat has announced that she's running for his seat, Andrea Phillips. And this is a statement from Republican Party Chairman Jeff Kaufman in response to Andrea Phillips' announcement for House District 37. The family of John Landon is hurting, and Ankeny residents continue to mourn the loss of their local legislator. Meanwhile, Andrea Phillips and the Iowa Democrats couldn't even wait for John Landon's funeral to occur before announcing her candidacy. This is truly politics at its worst. The bitter defeat of Phillips and Democrats never went away after the last election, and they showed disdain for John, even when he was battling a heartbreaking disease like cancer. Andrea Phillips has put her need for power and campaign politics ahead of human decency. I'd have to say that's true. Is there any such thing?
I don't know, because
is there anything such thing as human decency?
I'm actually pretty cynical, right?
You're oh, really?
And so I'm wondering, because the chicken and the egg theory here. Who is? I wonder if the Republicans were sitting back saying, "Oh man, wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great if she announced before the funeral?
Oh, no,
wouldn't that be great?"
I don't know.
Oh, come on, man! It's a dirty game.
It's a dirty game.
It's a dirty game.
The dirty.
When you and I aren't politicians, that goes to show how dirty it is.
Oh well, the man's not even in the ground, and she announces for a seat.
No, I think
that's
very tactless. Obviously, obnoxious and tactless, but it is politics, and that seat's open, and I guess early bird gets the worm, so to speak. But
you're sick.
But I think it gave the Republicans a pretty good opportunity to slam the Democrats.
Oh, come on! Of course it did. and they got this great opportunity because the Democrats are acting in this way. This
Yeah, but see, I
horrible
should
way,
be. I probably
revealing
should.
what sort of
I
horrible
probably
people
should
are.
be an operative because I think that way.
An operative. Well,
Yeah.
you know, but that's not operative, Kevin. That's hallucinogenic drugs, man.
Well, that's a flashback.
Did you come in here high today?
That's a flashback from science class in 1977.
Well, I see you brought your chemistry set, but I can't indulge in that stuff anymore. It turns me into a tiger.
I wouldn't know. I don't trust my heart.
Mm.
No,
Well,
that was.
I'm way too old to get a
That
load.
whole that just goes to show. I mean, that's that cynicism.
So here you
is
are.
where
You're-
we are living right now.
Here you are. You're a conservative, and you accept this sort of thing. We're supposed to hold a higher standard. Higher standard
See,
than people
yeah, but
like
that's
this.
why we get our butts kicked every time.
I don't know. We
I
can-
believe that the only way forward for the Republicans as a party is to start playing by the same playbook.
Oh, we can always bring back Trump.
Yeah, well, he
mean,
kind of rewrote the book because he didn't he didn't play by the same playbook because he wouldn't play by their book.
No,
He just
the
played by his own.
media still hates him. You know why the media hates him? Because he went around them. He went on Twitter, totally ignored the media.
Oh,
And the media can't take that. They can't be.
100%.
I mean, guys like Jim Acosta, they're such egotistical fools. They're starting to think of themselves, hey, Trump's showing the world out there that people like me aren't necessary. And I got a big salary and I'm famous and I want to keep that going on. Trump sucks. You know, he's got to start.
But when's somebody going to compete? Legitimately compete? Because look at it. Look at the cable news ratings.
Yeah.
You know, Fox dominates. I mean, they like double the rest of them put together.
Oh yeah.
You know, and a conservative radio, their ratings way outdo liberal radio. You know, talk radio.
Talk radio.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest names were conservative guys.
Yeah.
Guys,
and
right?
They still are. Yeah.
So, and they're the ones that are pulling the numbers.
Oh yeah.
So why do we why hasn't somebody opened a platform or put the money into a conservative platform, social media platform? Because the idea that Twitter could cut off Trump's mic just blows my mind to
yeah.
this day. He still is. Now, how that's even possible is pretty mind blowing.
Hey, if Joe Biden wasn't president, we had a real president instead of this old fool. And he really is. He's just embarrassing himself. You know, he conducted himself with great courage in the past. I mean, the man has a life resume that has been impressive at times, but he just can't.
He's got some pretty bad blemishes too.
Oh, real bad plagiarism when he ran for president in '88. I mean, he just makes
and there's that Tara Reid thing that's hanging around as he's going to speak about Como maybe today.
Oh, that's great news with Como. You know, Mario.
I don't
Cuomo,
know what is the news with Como.
Well, not Mario Cuomo, but Governor Cuomo.
Andrew
Cuomo, yeah, and his squirrely brother that's on CNN. Who's the squirrel on CNN?
Christine,
yeah, that's right.
You caught that, didn't you?
I did.
That was
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
yeah.
that was good. Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, you know, we were talking conservative talk radio, how much money it makes. Hey, I have no problem that Rush Limbaugh, when he was alive, made $56 million a year because he earned it.
Yeah.
But Glenn Beck makes $25 to $30 million a year, and Glenn Beck cries on the air.
Yeah.
That grosses me out. Man up, Beck.
Oh, you know what? I was just listening to somebody today having some work done at my house. And anyway, they had the radio on, and it listened to Matt Walsh, maybe. I'd never heard of the
I don't
guy.
know.
But and he was talking about the Olympics and the girl that bailed in the Olympics.
Simone Bales.
Yeah, and how wrong it is that people are building her up to be such a hero because she quit. I mean, she just quit. He said, look at Tom Brady. You know, if Tom Brady decided, after the third quarter of the Super Bowl, I'm not doing so hot, or
these Chiefs are hurting my feelings.
I'm gonna go work on myself, and I need to work on myself. You know what? They said that's never going to happen. You're not going to see that. So how is that? They were saying, how is that heroic?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really haven't followed the story. I knew that there was some hoorah about
Well,
her.
from what I
but-
understand, in fairness, I understand there was a death in her family. I don't know. I don't know if that would slow a person down if it was a close family member. But I think she took,
I haven't heard that. That's not what I've heard. I mean, basically, I heard her in an interview. He played a clip of it, and she said that, that she just needed to take care of, her, and that she wasn't having any
That's right.
fun.
That's right.
She wasn't having any fun.
And a lot
and
of
that it
people
was,
jumped on her for it, and they should have.
well,
I mean,
and
how weak is that? Really? How weak is that?
yeah, that she quit.
Yeah, that she
Well,
quit.
well, I know, and then to be held up is heroism, and that's the state of that's our state of mind at the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
the
which is
victimization
crazy.
that's as high as you can get on the liberal and the liberal standard.
Power,
there.
yeah.
Oh, you've
power-
been victimized.
Power seeker stage.
by white
you know.
liberal. Now,
Yeah.
you've been victimized by white Christian men. Don't you hate men? Don't you hate those people? They are all rednecks. They're all terrible people. Klansmen, Nazis, on and on and on.
I know.
Yeah, really. And I want to tell you something. Kevin doesn't have a Nazi tattoo on his arms, but he does have a tattoo of an ear of corn.
That's right.
On his arm.
That's right.
Yeah, there it is, right there. Yeah,
Iowa probably says Iowa across.
For Iowa. There you go, man.
That's
all
right.
the way.
Hey,
By the way.
corn, born and bred.
So, speaking of transgender athletes, first of all, that woman, black woman who I forget what she won a medal for, but she made a big X. I had to look at her twice to see if she was a woman. But apparently she is. But you know what I'm talking about? She made an X because she has the duty and responsibility to all oppressed people to make a fool out of herself in the Olympics.
Is she the one that covered her face with the flag?
No. That was a hammer thrower. I don't know.
Oh, that was the hammer. That's
Yeah.
right. That was Hammerhead.
Hammer.
Hammerhead, the hammer thrower. And that I think she's transgender, I believe, isn't she?
No, she's not transgender. She's
Are you
just
sure?
she's just those hammer throwers are big girls.
No, I think she's transgender.
No.
Look
There
it
was
up.
there was a transgender woman who was who was a weightlifter, but she was born a male, and competed in young men's weightlifting contests when she was younger. Now she's like in her 30s and she's competing against women in the Olympics, which is nonsense, of course. They don't want to be discriminatory. How can
sure?
that be discrimination?
Well,
Somebody's
anyway,
transgender.
no, that lady got the American Hammerhead got third, right? She got third place in the Olympics. I said, she was just trying to stretch. She's the one that I think draped the flag over her head, or she objected to them playing the national anthem when she got her medal or something.
She didn't object, but she turned her back.
She was being a dick about it.
Yeah, essentially.
And so anyway, when you get third place as a hammer thrower, women's hammer throwing, you better make the most out of that 15 seconds, because that your 15 seconds lasts about 2, and at that, yeah, that's I don't know who. It amazes me that she thought she had a microphone.
This is Gwen Berry, and she has a platform. Everybody has a damn platform. Even I have a platform.
Yeah. Yeah, but
she has a platform, and she turned away from the American flag during the Star Spangled Banner. Yeah. And this is what she said: "The anthem doesn't speak for me. It never has." Well, get the hell out of the country then. Why go to the Olympics and
represent our country
and disgrace?
You know what? And NBC, can you imagine? They'll probably be bankrupt next year.
Here's what she said: "My purpose and mission is bigger than the Olympics." Are you kidding me, lady? We're going to forget about you as soon as the Olympics
are over. No, it's not, stupid. You throw a hammer. You throw a hammer. You're a lady that throws a hammer. Where do you think your future lies? You imbecile.
Well, it's not. It's really great.
Well, anyway, yeah. Sorry about that rant, but
yeah, that's okay.
I had to comment on that when that was going around. That's kind of a stale story, isn't it?
Her husband, not her husband.
That one out of the dustbin, Mike.
Yeah, well,
you got anything relevant? You got anything relevant to today?
You asked me to look this up. I looked it up. Apparently, her father, Gwen Berry's father, Michael, spent hours in the library each week educating himself on Black history and civil rights. I bet you could make a lot of money doing that. Really, what he really should have done is taken the auto body repair course out of Iowa Central.
Yeah, right, exactly.
He got a skill.
Yeah.
Or welding or
Right,
something.
you could sling that hammer and make $1 doing it.
That's right.
Well, I guess there's Stanley Hammers, I guess, or
there's
maybe an
Stanley.
Estwing Hammer Company or something that she could maybe be a spokesperson for if they ever go woke.
Yeah.
If they want to go hammer woke, it's hammer
woke.
time.
It's hammer time.
Dude.
Get this. Anyway, 955-1400 if you'd like to join the conversation. El Dodorino is a rare talent here, and this show is so much better when he's on it, I'll tell you. 955-1400, 955-1400. So you're taking the whole summer off with your podcast?
Yeah, I have. I've taken the summer off of everything. Basically turn the news off. I read the news every day, app on my phone, but I might watch it one evening a week, just so I kind of stay afloat. But no, I'm taking the summer off from everything.
Okay.
Just shutting it off.
Well, you've worked entirely too hard.
Well, no, I haven't done anything for years, but I just think that people should be out. And I don't think that people need to be sitting at home in front of their televisions or their computers or, put your phone down, go play ball or something, go
you
do
get on
something.
your bike, don't you? Ride around?
A little bit. Yeah. A little bit. But I don't, I don't know.
You sit
I don't
inside
do
a
much
lot.
of anything. I'm a kind of a reclusive dude.
I was going to say, now you're reclusive. See,
yeah. Well,
you're
I am.
trying to get everybody outside. Now you're reclusive.
I know. So they stay away from me.
What do you want people to stay away from me for?
No, I'm just kidding.
You are the dude.
I'm just kidding.
You are the dude. You still have a seat with your name on it over at Top Hat. There's no doubt. Right at the counter.
Oh, maybe. I highly doubt it. I don't know.
Maybe.
It definitely wasn't up there in the row.
It wasn't up there in the row.
It wasn't up there in the row.
All right, if you say so. What do you?
Spent a few days or a few hours in the old Top Hat.
I'm too old to do that now.
I don't I've been in that place. In fact, we just drove by that the other evening, and I looked over there and saw that light, and I thought, wow. I forget who I was with. Must have been Kath, but I said, I can't believe the Top Hat's still open.
Yeah, well, they still are. I haven't been in there in years. I was in there in my youth, of course. When we were young, and
good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them But man, that bar's been a functioning bar, the Top Hat, for how long?
Oh well, the Top Hat. The older Fort Dodge people tell me that it wasn't a strip joint. It was the Top Hat, but it was like. When the stores were open in Fort Dodge, I think they were on Friday night. The stores, in Central Avenue was a big deal back in those days. The men would go into the Top Hat and have coffee and a couple of drinks or whatever, and wait for the wives who were shopping up and down Central Avenue. But it was not a strip joint type thing. But the first time I went in there, I was about 17 years old and had a fake ID, and I thought it was cool. It was a dancer place. My eyes were as big as saucers.
Yeah, well, I could, boy.
But I'll tell you.
Boy, you just could open that door, Mike. That you could have wished. You're lucky that I am as composed as I am.
You are composed.
I could have walked through that. Got all kinds of trouble.
We don't want to get in that much trouble. We don't want to make life. We don't want to make life tough for Jed downstairs.
The old days.
He gets a lot of letters about me anyway that I should be.
Does he?
Oh yeah, banished from the air because I just don't have the right set of ideas.
You know what? If there's anybody that's listening to that,
set of ideas.
If there's anybody that's listening right now that have written a letter like that, shame on you.
Yeah. Well, they have. You've seen it. I posted one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And by the way, Mediacom is still up to no good. They're still trying to, at this last minute, they're trying to, they have Chip Baltimore there, who is a former state representative, is a lawyer down in Boone, but he's a lobbyist for Mediacom. Actually, he's for the Taxpayer Protection Agency or something, which is, a bunch of Mediacom and a bunch of media companies make this up. But he wants to see all the emails related to our broadband discussion and how we arrived at the broadband discussion. And what he's going to try to do then is bring them to the public and say, look, the city's wasting your money. They're taking your tax money. 90% of the people in Fort Dodge get more in services than they get in and then they pay in taxes anyway. Good afternoon. You're on the air at AM 1400.
Hey, can't you guys talk about something important like the parking meters or the Warden building?
Parking meters?
Parking meters.
Do you like the parking meters? Aren't they taking them out?
Yeah, they're taking them out. Is that a good thing as far
I
as
don't
you're
know.
concerned?
I have my own parking spot downtown, so I don't need one.
Well, you're a big time guy, Dinklaw. You are a big time
Jeez,
dude.
Keith.
So let's talk about something important like how cool Keith Dinklaw is.
Hey, you know what? We could all aspire
We
to
could
that.
all aspire to be. You want to talk about a guy who knows how to enjoy life? He's on the phone right now.
Exactly. Keith, you definitely know how to enjoy life. And you know what? That's a good thing. It took you a lot of practice to get that down, didn't it?
Kevin, you just keep your pictures in your camera.
Just kidding. I will. I won't float those pictures of you around.
You know, we should invite El Duderino to Saturday morning breakfast, Keith. Well, it's
You can come over.
Yeah, J-Mars 8:15 Saturday. I know it's a little early for you.
That's pretty early, but
I know.
it's sometimes, sometimes not. Crazy.
We gamble on who pays for breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Not that big a deal.
Hey, Keith, what's going on? What's the down low on the city or the county?
Down low in the county.
We haven't got much going on. We had supervisor meeting this morning. We talked about maybe looking at building the jail.
Hey, you got to run for re-election. You know, we don't need more. We don't need any more liberals on the county board of supervisors.
Hey, who's gonna
running.
who's gonna run in your spot?
I have no idea. Nope, it's going to be an open spot. So I'm sure they'll be fine.
What area are you? Maybe I should run for that.
You live in town.
Badger Vista, Duncan, and North of Cooper.
Keith lives in town.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? But he lives up in the northeast part, so he can still represent like the Badger area.
Stadium Drive, is that in your district?
I have Badger Vista, Duncan, and everything north of Cooper School.
And everything north of Cooper School.
Okay, well,
Yep.
I could probably swing that though.
No, you're more centrally located.
I know, but
you
you
could buy a house.
Hey, who's the guy? Who's our old mayor that never lived in Fort Dodge? Always lived outside of Fort Dodge.
That was Gail Van Alstine.
Van Alstine. He got away with it for years, so
Yes,
I could
he
probably
did.
get away with it.
Well, he supposedly had a trailer.
I'll just rent a room from Keith. I live with my cousin and her husband, Keith and Linda Dinklaw.
Linda's your cousin?
Yeah, up there. Yeah,
Is that true, Keith?
yeah. Keith and I are related.
Yeah. And they're living in your aunt's house.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
Who lived
So
there?
you can move it.
Who lived there before you, Keith?
My mother and father-in-law.
Yeah, my aunt and uncle.
Oh, what was her name?
Kier, Shirley and Jerry Kier.
Okay, all right.
Linda, Keith's wife,
Yeah, it's Kier.
that was her mom, dad, my dad's sister.
I knew Leo Kier.
Yeah.
Come to think of it,
I
I think he bought a van from me.
Jerry Kier.
No, I didn't. I don't think I know him. I know a couple of Kiers, not just Linda, but I don't know any
There's-
well.
There's not a Leo here, is there, Keith?
No.
I don't think so. Leo Crimmages, but no Leo Kiers that I'm aware of.
But wasn't
No.
that who lived in the house before you, Keith?
No, Shirley and
Nope, they
Jerry.
built it.
Shirley and Jerry. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Mike, you're falling behind.
Oh well, man, I'm getting old.
He had COVID,
I did. I had it pretty bad.
I know.
And I abused drugs and alcohol before that and had a hell of a good time doing it, by the way.
I know. and yeah.
That's did I ever tell you about how I met Kevin Crimmins? It was
Yes, we heard that story.
several times. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Hey, thanks for
real.
calling in, Keith.
Hey, see you, Keith.
Yep, catch you
All right,
later.
all right.
Yep.
All right. I cut him off. I'm sorry, Keith. Anyway, is your brother do you think your brother Mark looks like Andy Fritz or not?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. I guess I'd have to look at the two of them together.
Oh, they're practically indistinguishable. No, I say that because it irritates the hell out of Mark.
Oh, yeah. Well, Mark's, I don't think you'll probably, it'd be hard to find Mark in a kilt, but,
Oh, yeah.
uh,
We may see him in this room shortly if you just heard that.
well, come on
Hey,
down.
Come on down. Kevin Crimmins is our guest.
Divine Intervention is online at yourfortdodge.com, on Twitter at JMike1400.
All right, it's 4:33. The news is coming up.
Hey there, it's CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger with an